Hello everyone and welcome to another edition of Northeast Living. I'm Mark Jennings, your host. Now everyone knows the importance of a good night's sleep. There's a new place headed by a very familiar person that makes sure when it's time to go in for the night, well, you get the best possible sleep. Our own Elaine Irvin got to literally kick back her heels to learn more. Really, take a look.
That's right, Mar. A good night's sleep is very important, and your mattress is a key to that good night's sleep. And Tom Hooley is going to show us how to pick the perfect mattress. Okay, Tom, so you've been in this business for a long time. How long and what got you started into mattresses?
Well, it's kind of interesting. My father started a company many years ago, 40 years ago, and I've been in the mattress business for 35 years. So I started Connecticut Mattress in March of this year. And Connecticut Mattress focuses on getting people a great night's sleep.
And that is so important. Believe me, I know. I've had many sleepless nights.
America is actually 20%, they're sleeping 20% less than they did 10 years ago because of the internet, computers, and all of the life that we get hooked up into.
Well, walk me around. Tell me a little bit about these mattresses.
Let's go over here.
I love the quilting on this one. This one's really nice.
This is actually the latest in sleep technology. And it's made by Serta. It's called the iComfort, and it's amazing. The feel of this bed's incredible because it's actually gel. 30% of the memory foam that's inside of this is infused with a micro gel.
Like
very pressure relieving, very supportive, but it's also cooler. That's the whole thing with behind the gel technology is not only the feel of the bed, but the coolness. It's 12 times cooler than most mattresses out there.
It does. It feels nice and cool.
One of the things I'm very happy about at Connecticut Mattress is that we carry Gold Bond mattresses that are made in Hartford since 1899. It's a fourth generation family. The mattresses are made very similar to the way they were made many years ago. They use what they call a pocketed coil spring, which gives you good support and comfort. And then also it has polyurethane foam, and it's double-sided. Serta makes some wonderful mattresses. They've been voted outstanding in Consumer Digest as being one of the best dollar-for-dollar values on the market. They're designed in cooperation with the National Sleep Foundation, so they really give good spinal alignment and good support, but there's different comfort levels that are available, but really good dollar-for-dollar value.
Okay, these are great little sheets. Tell me, you sell these in the store?
We do, yeah. Actually, Serta gave us a number of those sheets, and we sell them in the store for $5 each. And the proceeds of that go to a charity that we set up for children called All Tucked In. What we want to do is get kids tucked in comfortably at night on a nice mattress and box spring, and with a good blanket as well. Right now we give blankets to newborns that are coming out of the hospitals that need things, and sometimes customers are even coming in and hand knitting blankets and dropping them off to us. And then we also do glow-in-the-dark bracelets as well that we sell.
Excellent.
They're just $1 each.
For fundraisers,
It's for fundraiser, yeah.
Because it really does, again, makes a big difference for kids. How you feel today has a lot to do with how you slept last night. So come visit Tom Hooley at Connecticut Mattress or visit their website for more information. When we think Valvoline Instant Oil Change, we think quality, but it's so much more. It's a locally grown company that started 16 years ago with two brothers.
Those two brothers are Michael and Paul John Ferry. Michael's explaining to me how they got started.
My brother and I are both passionate about cars, and that passion has allowed us to create a company that is full of people that are also passionate about cars.
Nowadays, everybody is looking for everything to be done yesterday. And that's where you guys come in. I mean, you do have a very fast service.
Or drive-through, no appointment service. A bit less than 20 minutes for us to change your oil, get you in the building, go through your car front to back, cash out, and get you out the door.
I decided to put their mechanics to the test.
How you doing today?
Great start with a friendly greeting.
Nice and full.
Excellent, nice and clear.
Every employee that touches a car has to go through and pass a qualification that we call Super Pro 10, and to make sure that we do the job right. And these are some of the best in the industry, that's for sure. And we service just about every fluid that your vehicle might need, whether it's the oil, the transmission fluid, the gearbox. We change the wipers.
Doing a great job, Matt.
Rotate the tires.
All this from the comfort of my car. I love Valvoline.
Service the filters, the air filter.
I'll show you, this is your air filter.
Okay.
Nice and clean.
Everything that comes out of the car is recycled. The dirty motor oil gets sent off to either electrical generating facilities, or in the summertime it's mostly used to make blacktop. The oil filters, the oil gets squeezed out of it, and the remaining filter gets sent to steel smelting plants. The antifreeze that we drain out of the car goes back to a processing plant and gets cleaned. And batteries, again, we also service batteries. Those get properly handled and recycled. So everything that we take out of the car gets recycled. Not one bit of it goes into the landfill. And that's not mandated by any governmental agency. That's our commitment to the environment as a company.
That's impressive. That's what sets you above the rest.
Maybe.
They have over 100 lube centers in 6 different states. 29 are in Connecticut, so you don't have to look very far for first-rate service.
Be kind to your engine. Don't wait as long as I have. Visit your Valvoline Instant Oil Change today.
Every time I come to the Restoration Lighting Gallery here in Hartford, it's like it's a brand new store. You might not realize, but they're part of the Connecticut Lighting Centers family. And if you have something old and you want to make it brand new, well, this is the place to come. Hey, Mark, how are you?
Good to see you again. Welcome back.
My pleasure. Well, I have a little something for you.
Oh, wow.
And I'm hoping you can restore this and bring it back to its original beauty.
Oh, that's great. You know, that's a cast aluminum sconce for like 1930, 1940. You know what's really neat?
What?
I have one just like it on the board, finished.
It doesn't surprise me because every time I come here, there's something new.
Everything's always changing. You can't go to a catalog to buy this stuff, so we're constantly on the lookout for new merchandise, filling the shelves, and then filling the floor.
Tell me what else you do.
You know, not just lighting. If you have antique hardware or accent pieces, home accessories, we'll bring those back to life for you as well.
Mark, tell me a little bit about what you have here in reference to a before and after, right?
What you're seeing is a beautiful shelf pan fixture, too light for the ceiling. But look at the finish on this one. It's corroded, it's oxidized, there's remnants of paint, the sockets are beat up, it's missing hardware. You would look at it and say, oh, that's a piece of junk.
And someone would throw it out. Unless we're in the neighborhood, right?
Unless we're in the
Pull it
neighborhood.
right out.
Right, if I see it on the side of the road, I'm stopping. Worst of all, it gets sent to the dump or the scrapyard. But you know what? With a little love and care, here's the one just like it.
With
Back,
all the different pieces.
all
of
the
it.
hanging hardware, new sockets, the electrical safe, the finish is uniform. It's been put together properly. This lamp's beautiful. It's all the original finish, all the detail you see in the casting. This can't be replicated unless you did it in plastic. To do it in brass today out of metal like this would be thousands and thousands of dollars.
And that's heavy. It's
And
almost
it's
like
heavy.
50 pounds, right?
Yeah, it's crazy heavy. What's really unique about this piece is the shade. It's a mica shade. It didn't come with this shade. We replicated the shade for this piece. Cameras, musical instruments, lacrosse sticks, firearms, fire extinguishers. We can make a light out of just about anything.
1, 2, 3, red light. Thanks so much for the private tour. I got to see so many beautiful things here.
It was good to see you again, Mar.
Well, I'll be back in a couple of weeks to pick up my grandmother's piece, but before then, I'm going to tell all my friends about this place.
Let them know we're right across the street from Connecticut Lighting Centers, right here in Hartford.
So repurpose, rethink, and reimagine your lighting needs. Learn more at their website.
I'm a health nut, right? I dance, I eat right, I don't drink, I never smoke.
Even so, Maggie Gardner experienced her first bout with breast cancer in 1999. When it returned 5 years later, Maggie had lost her job and her insurance.
And that is how I found out the devastation that this disease can cause when you do not have the proper resources in place.
Komen, Connecticut recently released this community profile of breast cancer in our area. According to the study, Connecticut is the second smallest state, yet it has the largest disparity between poverty and wealth of all 50 states, second only to New York.
We agreed that there was clearly racial and ethnic health disparities that were impacting the women of Connecticut.
So Kristen Noel Hatcher, an attorney at Connecticut Legal Services, teamed up with Komen to figure out how to reach underserved women who don't have regular screening.
And hopefully we'll see that if we can improve access for all women, then we'll see that rate for late-stage diagnosis decline.
But how can this be done?
Women are putting their health care needs kind of last on the list.
So Executive Director Ann Morris says we all need to think out of the box in order for this report to inspire action. Komen, Connecticut is challenging healthcare providers, community-based nonprofits, and faith-based organizations to reach women with breast health messages, such as the importance of early detection.
You know, we have to look at new ways of reaching women where they work and live, because they're not necessarily walking into a hospital to get their health care.
Susan G. Komen for a Cure is always taking steps to be an innovative leader in the fight. Last June, Komen, Connecticut raised nearly $1 million during the Race for the Cure, and 75% of all funds are invested in local education, screening, and treatment programs. After Maggie stabilized her life again, she started Gardener's House, a nonprofit organization which offers support to families in the Hartford area affected by breast cancer. Believe it or not, she says she's thankful for her journey.
Because when somebody come to me and said, well, I am so scared because I might lose my apartment or I don't have enough food, I can validate and I can identify.
She hopes this report will spark even more research and more awareness.
I look back at it as destiny. Had I not gone through what I've been through, I would not be able to be here to help everybody else.
I feel great. I feel wonderful.
But Nancy Stibe went through 2 lumpectomies and a mastectomy.
I went 1 year too late. I have gone for my mammograms every single year since I was 28 years old, and 2009 was the year I didn't go.
And that's when her tumor grew. She was treated at Hartford Hospital's Helen and Harry Gray Cancer Center, home to the first American Cancer Society Patient Navigator program in New England. The navigator is a professional who sits in the lobby to help people understand the complex medical landscape.
Maybe people who have nobody. They have no spouse or kids who are there to help them, and they're really doing it on their own.
It's all part of the hospital's survivorship program for patients and their families. This includes the Look Good, Feel Better support group,
which is a way we help people who have changes in their appearance due to hair loss or changes in their skin color, learn how to use makeup and a wig and that sort of thing to really help improve their own self-image.
Women can feel very vulnerable once treatment is over.
We've just pulled the rug out from under them by saying, you're done, goodbye, and we'll see you in a month or 6 months or whatever.
So Hartford Hospital offers New Beginnings, a program for life after cancer. Specialists give patients diet and exercise information.
It's a bonding. We've all been through this together.
Nancy was left with some lasting friendships made during these classes, and she was given a 15-year plan to go forward, which prevented her from feeling overwhelmed.
As I have a complete file of everything that I went through, all my diagnosis, all my treatments, dates.
The director of the Cancer Center, Dr. Andrew Salner, says Hartford Hospital treats about 700 patients a year with breast cancer. He's impressed with advances in treatments and mammography.
The mortality rate from breast cancer has decreased by over 30% in the last 15 years.
Nancy is a doer. She raised 2 kids as a single mom and loves her busy work in retail. She had a hard time accepting the fact that cancer slowed her down.
I have never in my life, even at 9 months of pregnancy, working, experienced the fatigue I went through.
But her energy is back, and she's 100% optimistic about the future.
And you do look at life differently. The little things don't get to you anymore. You are grateful for every day.
I could feel the blood pounding in my head. I was so scared because of the unknown.
When Lenore Salvador was diagnosed with breast cancer in 2008, she had a million questions. How would her family cope? Would she still be able to work?
You know, you're worried about your job, medical treatments take so long that you don't know if you're going to have your job when you get back, but there was never a question with Big Y.
She graduated from college, became a cashier with the supermarket chain, and has been climbing the ladder ever since, even completing a master's degree with Big Y's assistance. So when she got sick, her employer was there.
Big Y is a family-owned company. They're family-oriented. They're very involved in the communities, and we all feel like we're a family. When Lenore felt that, we all felt that with her.
In fact, Big Y has honored Breast Cancer Awareness Month for years. Since 2007, the Springfield-based business has raised more than $500,000 to support the cause.
Everybody, even in the store, we're all a part of it. We all feel it in our lives somewhere, so everybody really gets behind it.
In October, pink ribbons, flowers, and hats adorn the stores, and special food lines the shelves. The various departments raise money in different ways. For example, the Big Y Butcher Shop will donate 10 cents from every pound sold of all natural Angus beef and Big Y Smart Chicken to a maximum of $15,000.
This is growing and growing and growing.
It's a response to a devastating disease. Statistics show that about 1 in 8 women in the U.S. will develop invasive breast cancer over the course of her lifetime. Lenore has found a camaraderie among the shoppers who really respond to the company's message.
I've had people come up to me and say, you know, because of you, I did go and get my mammogram, and you convinced me.
She loves to meet other survivors as she walks the aisles. They share their stories, talk about pain and success.
It's like we become another little family of survivors. And, it's really amazing. Right now, there's 2.6 million breast cancer survivors, and I'm one of them.
And it touched me, and it really devastated me.
44-year-old Nancy Rios was diagnosed with breast cancer last May. This caseworker and mother of 3 wears this bracelet.
I have this bracelet that it means a lot to me, and all these are the colors of the cancers.
As a symbol of the sisterhood she found while waiting for her radiation treatments.
Thinking about breast cancer, I just thought about my daughters, my nieces, my sisters.
One of the main advances in this 21st century has been personalized medicine,
which can help early-stage patients like Nancy avoid unnecessary chemotherapy. Dr. Zia Rahman, an oncologist at the Comprehensive Breast Health Center at St. Francis, says a new gene test called Oncotype DX can show that hormone therapy is the right treatment for women with a good prognosis. They won't lose their hair or suffer from other difficult side effects.
There is definitely more hope, and as you know, the mortality from breast cancer continues to go down.
Thanks in part to early detection and people like Michelle Sappho-Agyeman, who goes into public places to raise awareness.
A lot of women here in Hartford community do not know about breast cancer.
So Sappho-Agyeman tells them about the free mammogram program at St. Francis for women who are over 40 and underinsured. In the last 3 years, 92 women have received the free test.
I do get a good response. I get a lot of people who tell me the myths about breast cancer. And they say, okay, you're here, okay, I'm gonna tell my friend about it. And once I do that, it's a chain of connection.
People ask you, how you doing? And you say, oh, great, wonderful. And then you go and cry yourself when you're alone.
Nancy has tough days, but she draws strength from her children and her husband, who built this patio, a place where Nancy found peace after her lumpectomy.
And I looked up and I said, I'm here.
She says she feels empowered and wants to inspire women to take care of themselves and enjoy every moment of every day.
I'm a fighter, I'm a survivor, and I had to fight with it, and I'm fighting, and I'm winning.
This is such an exciting time in breast imaging.
Smilow Cancer Hospital at Yale New Haven is the first medical center in all of Connecticut and the 13th in the nation to offer patients a new technology called tomosynthesis.
What we placed in the machine is a phantom and it's just a fake breast.
This high-tech 3D mammography machine arcs and takes a picture. Then this monitor shows a digital image of the breast in a stack of thin layers, allowing radiologists to see heightened details in the tissue.
So in the tomosynthesis, you can see that it's moving through the breast from one skin surface to the other.
It shows much more than a regular mammogram.
It's slightly longer than a regular mammogram.
4 seconds.
4 seconds.
4 seconds longer.
And there's a little bit more radiation involved, but not too much?
Not too much.
On the workstation, we can actually scroll through the breast at 1 millimeter slices.
Dr. Leanne Philpotts is Chief of Breast Imaging at Yale New Haven Hospital.
The ability to see three-dimensionally in the breast is really going to help us with reducing some of the callbacks, the unnecessary callbacks.
In fact, since the technology debuted in August, Philpotts says the hospital's callback rate has been cut in half, lessening patient anxiety, extra costs, and radiation.
But when you scroll through the breast, you can actually see that there are additional sites of disease.
And that's not all. Philpotts believes this 3D imaging makes early detection easier, which will therefore save lives.
We hope to find more cancers that are hiding, particularly in the dense breast tissue that we might not see just on a two-dimensional mammogram.
There's no increased charge for tomosynthesis, which insurance does cover. So far, 400 women have tried out this new form of screening. Women like Jennifer Luther from Madison.
My mother was diagnosed a few years ago with stage 1 breast cancer. So I decided that coming and getting a tomo would be better than getting just a regular mammogram.
She walked away with peace of mind.
It was easy. It was basically the same as a mammogram, so nothing was really different. It was comfortable.
Doctors will continue to use other time-tested tools such as MRI and ultrasound, but Philpotts is confident that tomosynthesis proves mammography is just going to get better, improving the future outlook for those with breast cancer.
It's sort of a win-win situation for patients.
My mom's moving back to Connecticut, so she's asked me to find her a 2-bedroom, 2-full-bath place that can not only accommodate her, but also her dog as well. Someone just recently told me about Westview Highlands in Berlin, Connecticut that is perfect for either a first-time home buyer or anyone looking for a casual luxury home that's affordable.
Mar, great to see you. Welcome to Westview Highlands. Come on in.
So tell me a little bit about Westview Highlands.
Well, Westview Highlands is a 70-unit condominium development. All of our units are N units, which is unique.
People prefer that.
They do. You get a lot of light because we have windows on all 3 sides of all of our units.
Well, I love when I was driving up here, it had such a great regal approach going up the hill.
Mar, I know you love high-end finishes.
I do,
and I
yeah.
would like to show you what we have here.
Great, so let's take a little tour.
Okay, come
Okay,
on.
so what I love about this kitchen is that you can see right into the living room space. You have the bar stools, which are fantastic, but you also have the little dining area right here as well, which you can fit 4, maybe even 6 people quite comfortably.
Yeah.
So nice hallway, more crown molding. What's in here?
This is a laundry room.
Oh, so close to the kitchen. So when you have your dirty napkins, just toss it right into the laundry.
That's right.
Full bathroom.
Yes, right, adjacent to the guest bedroom.
And is this handicap accessible?
It is.
And we flow right into the master bedroom suite. This is a nice room. It has great light.
Absolutely. It allows us to use all 4 walls. Still gives us the light we want. We all want nice and bright rooms. And we put it above the bed.
And here's the man. Don, it's great to see you.
Same here, Mark.
All right, so I have a lot of questions for you. Let's start with the fact that my mom does not like to live in a senior community. So tell me a little bit about this area and who lives here.
Yeah, we have an interesting mix here, Mark. We have a mix of empty nesters. Probably about 1/3 of our residents are empty nesters, but we also appeal to a first-time buyer, a young professional group.
So it's a recipe for living, right?
It is, and it is a lifestyle that we really are selling here. We are highly energy efficient.
So Don, how can people find out more?
You can always learn more about us at our website at westviewhighlands.com.
And if you come to an open house, Laurel, you'll be there, right?
I'm looking forward to meeting your mom.
Absolutely. To learn more about luxury living at affordable prices, make sure you check out Westview Highlands in Berlin, Connecticut. Now I know my mom is going to call Laurel next.